you guys. So I wanted to come. I was just watching this interview with Tasha K and Ariel Mitchell, and so I wanted to come and talk about because I think I've covered this before. Trey Songz has allegedly some cases out here. To my understanding, there's yet another one. So I don't even know if he's up to like three or four now. I know there's one in LA, one in Las Vegas, in Miami, and this next person, I'm not real sure if she is one of those three people, or if it's actually a new case. Um, but the lawyer that Tasha was interviewing is representing three women who are bringing cases against him, and they sound like civil cases. Here's my line of questioning. I wish Tasha would have touched on a little more. The interview was really good, and I think that Ariel Mitchell, she is good at speaking. However, I do wish that Tasha would have asked her why not bring criminal charges. And I guess from the way she was telling the stories, and I would recommend you guys go over and listen to the interview. It's about an hour and a half, somewhere in there. Because she's gonna go live at the beginning, and then she will bring the interview, and then she will come back after the interview. And she pretty much says she has several interviews lined up. So um, I just wish she would have asked her why not press criminal charges against these people. They touched on it, but they really didn't. Um, I know she said Dylan's situation happened when she was 19, 7 years ago. So obviously, I'm not sure if she's within statute of limitations to bring criminal charges. Apparently not for civil, because these are monetary cases. You're saying civil, and I guess they are looking for him to settle before they can even go to court. And it sounds like that's what's going to happen because he has settled with other women in the past. I wanted to play this clip where she is talking about how Trey Songz settled with someone back in 2019, case with Lisa Bloom, and which takes me back to when I was talking about how everyone was on Twitter saying that he had all these people coming out saying that he was doing these things to them. And I think the number the lawyer, Miss Mitchell, is stating this was up to like 13 women. My whole thing, when you hear something like that, especially a number like that, you would wonder why no one is bringing criminal charges. Is it because these things are happening in different cities? Law enforcement, they're just not like picking up on something that's going on here. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I guess it's really up to the women. And it sounds like she said this last person that she just picked up, who allegedly is accusing him of the backdoor action without her consent, um, actually went to the hospital, and then the hospital called the police. So it sounds like there is something there that could be picked up as criminal charges. However, it's up to, I don't know if they're leaving it up to this person if she wants to file criminal charges or not. I don't know. I don't know what to make of all of this. And all of this is allegedly. I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying I know all these things are true. I don't know. Um, I'm just discussing what the lawyer is putting out here. So I'm going to play what she had to say, and then I'll come back.
Me having to, kind of read as much as I can, and you're only in town for a day today. Was there an admission of guilt during the settlement negotiation? Because there's no way I'm gonna settle if I'm not guilty of anything. No. So why would a dollar amount be discussed?
Well, the dollar amount will be discussed for the reasons we're talking about right now. He wants to protect himself from what's happening right now, the negative publicity. Because what do we know about Trey Songz? This isn't the first time. It's not the first, the fifth, the 10th. When I filed Jahara, or when I took over on Jahara's case, she was the 13th individual to sue Trey Songz for assault. So this isn't just something that we just are the first or second people to accuse him of doing something like this. We are one in a long line of people who have accused him of doing stuff like this. And he clearly.
So yeah, she's saying that, he's been having these cases for a long time, and I'm just wondering, why not seek criminal charges? Because I mean, just the thought of some of this stuff is highly disturbing, right? I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It sounds highly, highly, highly disturbing that these people are allowed to run through the industry and select these girls and against their will just do whatever they want to do. Um, I don't know what to think of all of this. Um, and I also feel like we really can't accuse anybody of anything without those charges being there. It's hard to say what's going on in these situations. Now, she, in this interview, is also saying that Trey Songz's brother is accusing her of bribery and that she may bring a defamation suit against Trey Songz's brother and family for kind of trying to put that out there that they're just after money. Um, but then, like I said, you do have to wonder if you guys keep hearing this stuff, why not press charges against these people, right? Because it, Tasha also brings in Chris Brown into the conversation as well. And she said, the lawyer, Miss Mitchell, is saying that she is representing two women against Chris Brown as well. The one that recently came up late January uh, on Diddy's yacht, in which Puffy, Diddy, whatever y'all want to call him, um, it's disturbing that his name keeps popping up and all this stuff as well, because a lot of this stuff, people are saying that he is either introducing these girls to these guys or he's leaving the girl alone with whomever on these yachts and in these mansions. And I'm like, maybe this is a sign people need. When you see his name, just don't even show up. How about that? Like, because it sounds like, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like, I don't want to put that out there that he's setting people up to do these things, but it almost can come off that way. And I think that's what Tasha was trying to get at as well. Like, the more we keep hearing his name, the more it starts to sound like he's some type of, um, setup person to set these situations up. And he might want to, like the lawyer said, watch the company that he keeps, because all of these women, are they lying? I mean, can we honestly say that? Do we know that? Just because he's settling with them, like she's saying, he's settling with them to keep all of this out of the media and out of a courtroom. Because I think that's a part of it, that because she said that they get to set up the agreements however they want to set the agreements up, and you would say, I would imagine, you will not bring charges against me if I give you X amount of money. And I think that's kind of what the brother is trying to say as well. Like, all these women are coming now, they feel like they could just come and ask the brother for money, um, because it's been done. And that's why people tell a lot of these celebrities not to get involved in settling these cases like that. Um, because sometimes if they don't have the evidence, they're not going to win anyway. Um, and it sounds like a couple of these women may have, like I said, she sounds like she was saying that the one lady was taken to the hospital. So the hospital records that's there and the police records are there. So why not bring criminal charges? And then she said that two people, they do have active police investigations. I believe the one lady in Las Vegas against Trey Songz, and then there's one lady against Chris Brown, in Miami. Um, Something about he put drugs in her mouth. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to think about all this stuff. Um, while she was on this yacht, and I believe she is a Jane Doe. She is now wanting her identity out there. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to make of all of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I really think people should start looking for the criminal charges and then let the money come after the criminal charges. If you're claiming someone is really harming you, right, then this person needs to go to jail. They need to be dealt with, so they can have a full understanding that they cannot keep doing these things to these. Because I mean, at the end of the day, these people are just paying money, and then they're being allowed to go back and do the same thing to the next girl who says no to them, right? That's the way they make it. They're making this story sound for me. You guys could let me know what you thought about the interview if you watched it. Um, I don't know if I put the. I thought I put it in the. I'm probably not going to stay on here that long. I just wanted to talk. Oops, sorry. I just wanted to kind of mention that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about all of this. It's just, yeah, that it's just all of it. She's saying 13 women. Like I said, I know Twitter, the people on Twitter were saying that as well. That is some women. There were some women who I've seen, you know, actually saying it in interviews. I believe on No Jumper and some other platforms. I just don't get why not bring the criminal charges. Um, because at this point, for even for both of them, that's serial behavior. That's not something that's just going to stop because they don't have any more money, right? As long as people understand that. Um, I don't know, but you guys can let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And the other thing that I wanted to touch on was Tasha K and what's his name, DJ Akademiks. Now he went live. I believe it was yesterday and last night because there was this whole thing with Tommy Sotomayor and the young lady getting into a fight on Ren and Stimpy's podcast. And so he went live trying to clear that up. I don't know what he has to do with their podcast. Maybe he is a part of it. I know I've seen him sitting with them. So maybe has some type of ownership or stake in their podcast, and if it does well or whatever. Um, I don't know, but he went live and kind of got into the whole thing about what happened with the fight. And after I saw that video this morning, it's highly, highly disturbing to see Tommy jump up to fight a woman. Um, yeah, like he is beyond disgusting as a person. I'm sorry. I don't care who try to come and take up for him like that. Like you really showed yourself to even do something like that. So yeah, they probably should take that video down. But then they probably don't care how he looks anyway. But then he went into this whole thing, DJ Academics, this whole thing about Tasha K and how she went on vacation. And she could have had this vacation planned for a very long time, number one. Now, long before that court case happened, right? Because she knew she was going to go to court. So her and her family probably planned a vacation sometime after that anyway, knowing that they were going to have to deal with all of that. So he started saying all this stuff. She shouldn't be going on vacation, going online, because she posted some pictures and videos or whatever on her Instagram showing people that she's on vacation when she owes this lady money. Well, she is appealing the case. So she's not going to pay her until she needs to really pay her. That's it and that's all. Like, and why is he worried about it anyway? I guess he's still upset over her interviewing those two girls who claimed that he flew them out to Miami. And now that I think about it, that because both of the girls were black girls, he probably only did that so he could create like that spectacle of all of that. Anyway, I think it kind of backfired on him. It's not making him look good, and it's not funny, right? And based on the stuff they were saying about him, which he then turned around and pretty much said was true, um, just don't make him look good. And I don't see how that's helping him at all, whether the girls are black or whatever they are. Um, these guys they need to find some better stuff to do with themselves, because they really make themselves look really stupid. And I said what I said when all of that. Like, if you don't like black women, stop talking to them. These girls are not looking for even both of those girls are not going looking for him. He was the one reaching out to them. So nobody's out here looking for y'all. Y'all not nothing to look for. First of all, you're trying to gas yourself up so you can, I guess, make these other women think something is going on that's not going on. But black women are not looking for you like that, okay? And I don't know why he's counting Tasha's money, and he needs to stop, because get over it, get past it. According to the young lady, you need to count your own money. Make sure your credit cards are not bouncing down to the hotel. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all these stories, including the DJ Academics and Tasha K. I think Tasha is busy right now. She's trying to play catch up, because you guys understand when she was going through the whole court process, she was not really putting her videos up. She really could not focus in on her channel like that, and have to focus on that court case as well. And so she's trying to play catch up. I think that's why she's ignoring him. But when she really go in on him, I don't want to hear all this nonsense about how people are victims, and how, the black woman should be protecting the black man. No, it should be the other way around. And since it's not that way, it's not going to be no way. And it don't have to be. But please stop trying to instigate and start stuff with people, and then you get mad when you see the outcome of it. Like, I'm dead serious about that, because a lot of this stuff is really disgusting, and it's just getting out of hand and out of control. And then people are running around trying to take people's pages down and do all this nonsense. You know, no, it's not making you guys look big to no one. At the end of the day, none of these people think y'all look good doing the nonsense that you're doing at all. And I just feel like at some point Tasha will get with him, and then they're gonna be out here crying and carrying on, and acting like they're victims of something. Like, you're not a victim. You cannot start crap and then start screaming about how you're a victim of somebody going in on you, or her bringing whoever to her platform to go in on you. You know, it's best to just leave that lady alone. She is not bothering you. Those girls contacted her. They wanted to say what they had to say, and she let them on. Now, you can't. If you have your own platforms, you said what you had to say to clear yourself. Now leave it alone. That's what I think, because you could already see that brewing. As soon as she hit back, then now everybody is a victim, and now they need to go crying down to the courthouse. And no, leave people alone, and then you don't have to worry about anybody messing with you. Let me know what you guys think about all of these stories in the comment. About if you saw the interview, what did you think about the lawyer? The lawyer is very, she's believable, and I don't know. I'm still I don't know how to feel about all of that stuff because I was listening to the guy from Hip Hop Uncensored, and I do agree with him. You know, we have to hold our emotions on things like this because we don't know the evidence. We're not seeing the evidence. We don't even know if there is evidence that these things truly happen. We don't know the facts that matter. No, there are no criminal charges, as far as I know. They're saying that people are being investigated, you know, and until we see the charges and stuff, we cannot accuse people of things, you know. And he is right about that, and I do agree with that. I think that as particular as Black people, we have to be very careful with that, you know, because this all of this is not designed to protect us in any form or fashion. So you have to be careful accusing people of things without really having that solid, you know, the evidence to say that they really are doing these things to these girls. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like to me, common sense would tell these guys to stop dealing with all these girls like that. Number one, um, you know, I don't know. And both of them are not getting any younger. They need to go on and sit down somewhere. Anyway, and Puffy most certainly needs to stop doing whatever he's doing to play the middleman with all this, because that's starting to look real suspect that he is always caught up in the middle of how some of these girls are getting in the position to get caught out like that. Whether it's on a yacht, in a mansion, in a club, whatever it is, I think that that's something, like Tasha said, that's something that he needs to really step back and look at as well, because we don't have to ignore that his name keeps coming up. You know, people don't have to ignore that. We're going to talk about that. Your name keeps coming up, and you know, people are just wondering why. Like, how is it that are you facilitating these setups for these people? You know, I don't know what his relationship is with Trey and with the other person, with Chris, but it just don't look right that that keeps coming up like that. And I think one of the girls, the one in Miami in that club 10 or whatever it's called, I think she did actually name Puffy in that lawsuit. And so I think that, yeah, so that's something that he needs to step back on as well, because all of that is very fishy to me that he keeps coming up in these conversations like that, you know. And I don't know what's going on, what's true, what's not. All of this is allegedly, but we're like that saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. And at some point, someone is going to have the courage to press charges against one of these people if this truly is what's going on that they're saying. I That's the only thing I kept thinking listening to the interview is, you know, why not just press charges? Like, I don't understand. You know, I understand people were scared because, like she was saying, some of these girls were very young and they just didn't know what to do in that situation. But I don't know, if somebody put their hands on me, I don't know anyway how I would even handle it like that. But I definitely probably, if I don't take my own justice, I don't know karate, but I know crazy. If I don't take my own justice, then I definitely would call the police. I think that people have to call the police. You definitely have to. You have to call the police. You have to get law enforcement on your side. Go to the hospital. I think that we have to start saying, people have to start pressing charges. You know, because it's very hard to believe some of this stuff is going on for this many years and nobody is calling the police. Um, and then some of this stuff, like the last young lady that just came up, that sounds really crazy. But then I think she was the one who went to the hospital. Why he was not arrested, I don't know. She didn't give us that part of the story, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, and I will see you in the next video.